You know what? You know what I realized? Remember when we were talking about Tiger Blood? Remember Tiger Blood?
That was like early 2010s, was it not?
And like hashtag winning. Remember that? And now we're talking about like horse injections and like all this like COVID and anti-vax. Like Tiger Blood and winning was the worst thing going on back then. And we thought that was so messed up. Like we could be better than this. It got so much worse. This is where we're at now. We can think back and think, man, like Tiger Blood was normal. Charlie Sheen was like normal.
I don't know if I remember Tiger Blood.
I still have a Charlie Sheen Tiger Blood t-shirt, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's like way too small for me now, but it's somewhere in the closet.
Like, doesn't that, like, if you just take a quick second to think about that, like, that's messed up. Like, really messed up. I was just thinking about that on my drive home. I got a lot going through my brain. So, boys, welcome. Welcome to the PP1 Podcast, Full Bench tonight. We're on the Dean Blundell Network. We are partnered with Summer Skates, and next week we're going to be partnered with someone new. Cutting out the middleman. We're trimming up the middleman more than anything. Wink. So stay tuned for that. Seriously, I'm so excited for our new sponsor starting next week. I think of all people, this is who it was.
Took us a little time to put our heads together to figure.
Yeah, I think this was dictated for us the best, if you will. You know, we're not cutting any corners. So awkward. It really is.
It's a little below the belt.
A little below the belt. Yeah, a little.
Just a smidge.
Yeah. and yet our podcast will look so much bigger after we have this. Hey guys, how's it going? Brady, welcome back, man. Good to see you.
Glad to be here, guys. Back on the podcast, and we got a special guest.
We do indeed. Oh! All of a sudden, I'm all over the place here. We do have a special guest. Before we get there, we said hi to Brady, but we didn't say hi to Ted. Ted, welcome to the show.
Yeah, hey, greet to be here.
Good
what a spot.
Good to see you. It's been a minute.
It's been less than 24 hours.
I feel like I missed you already. Brady, clearly we missed you. You have proper Wi-Fi.
Finally, yeah. I've been struggling, battling with Shaw cable.
Wi-Fi for the better part of 2 years.
Yeah, it's been cutting out on and off for a good, at least, year and a half. But it got better for a little bit, and then it just got absolutely horrible to the point where I had to get TELUS today. But you know what? It's a cheaper deal. I got a free TV with it, so a 4K 55-inch. No free ads, but
Yeah, I'm literally hardwired in right now because we're switching to a faster, hopefully more connectable internet coming up. But you know what? People don't want to hear about our internet issues. They want to hear about a winning hockey team. We're 1-0 this week, and we're only 1-0 because the Vancouver Canucks beat the New York Rangers, who unfortunately do have a Stanley Cup to their name, against said Vancouver Canucks. And you know what? When we talk about the New York Rangers, who better to have on the show than our very, very good friend, Tara, from the Glove Drop. She's famous. She's more famous than us, but she's here.
Hold on. I want to make it bigger. Is that going to make it better? Does this make it better?
Hey, there we go.
There it is. Check that out.
She's back.
I'm back, guys. I'm back. I took a little hiatus, had to fix myself. I fixed myself, but apparently the Rangers didn't fix themselves, and I'm irate right now. I am very upset.
Welcome to madness. We love it.
I am upset. This
sucks.
Get
it out. Get it out. If you got a bone to pick, like, this is the place.
First things first. Who the fuck said, let's get rid of JT Miller?
Great.
That was 2 teams ago. So two teams said they wanted to get rid of JT Miller.
Who was like, that's a great idea? I wasn't.
No kidding.
I didn't think that was
kidding.
Sturkin didn't want him gone.
Came back and hit us in the ass like bigly. And I'm sitting there watching this game. Second period, I'm like, everything's looking great. First 3 minutes of the third period, the wheels are off.
Mhm.
Very upset.
Mhm.
But it was a
Yeah.
good game. I'll take the point.
Well, it's uncharted territory for us a little bit too.
It was weird because we were doing our football show last night and it was like 2-0 Rangers. I'm like, like, this is gonna be fun. At least I get to have some fun tonight. I'll have the game on the background over here. I got the TV right here. And all of a sudden I'm setting up. I look and it's 2-2. I'm like, when did we score 2 goals? When did the
You
Canucks
scored
score
2 goals in the first 4 minutes of the third period. I'm sure
Like, I
you heard
missed-
me crying.
I
It was
missed
awesome.
everything. And then I go and see on the replays. I'm like, man, the Canucks are good. This period.
What?
This period anyway.
This
They'll
period.
go back to normal. Yeah. So
The first half of that period. And I
then
God, you know,
Jonathan breakaway.
I was feeling great too. Because I've been waiting for Zibby and Panarin to kind of break out.
Mhm.
Zibby, I
Kreider's
like that.
fine. Yeah, Zibby.
I like that.
And you know, the boys they're doing it. You can see in Foxy, Norris Trophy. Not a
New
big deal.
contract.
Huge deal. Huge contract. Didn't even make it to the playoffs, and your boy gets a Norris.
Didn't
And
we
he's
make
from
a
Long
bet?
Island.
Didn't we make a bet on who would win the Norris first last time
I
you
think
were
we
on?
did.
Yeah.
Pretty sure we did. So I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna be getting a Rangers shirt that they're gonna have to wear.
Yeah.
We'll take
I-
care of
I-
that. We'll take care of that. In the
Was
DM.
that me? Was I the one that was going to be the sacrificial lamb on that one?
I don't know. You guys might all need to be wearing them. So
I
Yeah.
will wear. Okay, I'll wear a Rangers shirt. I will. I mean, I can.
Can it be a Naslin shirt? I'll rock a Rangers shirt.
Who?
Yeah, like a 91 Naslin jersey. That'd be
Who?
pretty sweet.
Absolutely not. It's gonna be of my
Marcus
pick.
Naslund.
Of
Who is
my
it going to
pick.
be? Not Messi.
But yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
damn.
as long as
that
I'll do
game
it.
is-
I'll do it. I'll wear that shirt.
No,
Good,
we'll all
better.
do it. You know what? Why not? I
Yeah,
like
but
your
then
We're
she's
hoodie.
team
gonna send
players,
free
guys.
shirts,
We're
yeah.
team players. Don't
I
throw
like
each other
your
under
hoodie,
the
though.
bus.
Yeah, talk
Thank
about this
you.
hoodie.
Whoop, whoop.
Look at that.
So I'm trying to like fix this so that it's straight because I can't even actually see me because I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm on my phone right now. My laptop's kind of being a bitch. So I was all jacked up though. You got a Zibby goal, you get a Panarin goal. Fox is putting up apples left and right as he should. Shesterkin
And getting
being
booed. He was getting booed too.
real
Who was
nice.
getting booed?
Vox. That was there live,
Ah.
and he got booed a few times.
Well, you know
No.
what? It's salty, man. It's really salty on the West Coast.
If
Yeah, it is.
if I'm Quinn Hughes, I'd be booing him. Like, how come you got more
Suck it,
money
Quinn
than I
Hughes.
got?
Do people in New York still think about the Canucks as like that team we beat in '94? We don't like them. Like there's a rivalry.
No,
is that
not at all.
is that old me dead
No.
and
That's
gone?
old news.
Yeah.
Nobody thinks about that. But like Shesterkin's on fire. He is shutting down guys. Like he robbed you guys a few times, but then Demko,
Yes.
truly, at the towards the end of the third, I was like, Demko, this is a yard sale. The guy loses his blocker. His stick is somewhere. He's
Mm.
waving at the ref, and I'm like, this is it. Nope. And then JT Miller gets robbed, big time rob.
Oh yeah.
Comes back though.
You know what? Like, I was,
Okay.
like the first 2 periods of that game, I'm thinking like they're not gonna score on Shesterkin. Like it's not gonna happen. They had
Yeah.
like
No,
80,
he looked
I think they had like
unflappable.
80 power plays, right? Like the Canucks 80.
Yeah, I think 80
power
was
play?
the number.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And well, no
nothing.
shots were off in the first period too. I think it was 6 to 8 shots on.
Yeah.
It was
But
gross.
yeah,
Could we-
80 power plays later.
Can we back it up to that Thatcher Demko situation? I mean, as a fan, what happened there with the ref not blowing the whistle? Is that I thought as soon as a goalie was missing any sort of equipment, it's an immediate whistle. Like what happened there?
I know you can have your stick. I know you can lose your stick and they'll keep it going.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we're like any sort of like
No.
protective equipment. Sorry.
It's a mess.
But
Mess.
yeah, I don't know what happened, but clearly it didn't
Someone
effing
got his
matter.
attention. Like, Mike, it's gone.
He's
Gone.
waving at
After,
the
He's
You're
like,
ref.
hey, over here,
Slapping
over
him.
here.
I think my
But
favorite
I
part
was
was like
like-
the scorpion kick towards the end of that, and like
Oh.
6'7" Tyler Myers lying on the ice again.
Yes.
Just-
But I'm sure if the Rangers had scored on that, which that was my plan the whole time. Once again, nobody's listening to my plan. If they had scored, I'm sure it would have gotten called back.
it,
Either way.
there's just so much going on. It was just like a gong show of a game. Like it had first I'm thinking, yep, the Canucks, they could win this game. And then the game started. And then I thought, no, they're not going to score
It was
a goal.
so.
And then it was like, hey, the Rangers might
heartbreaking.
lose. And then the Rangers lost.
And then that beautiful follow up. I mean, Shesterkin shot him. He's wide open. It's 1-on-1 at that point. But
Hmm.
JT Miller following it up, going around the back of the net in OT. That was just like that's veteran hockey right there. Like
Yeah.
he knew what he was doing, and I was just like,
He
"Love
came
it."
in
Shesterkin-
clutch. He came in clutch for sure.
Yeah, he did.
Big time. And that's
Shesterkin
when
was
I
a monster
like,
though. He had like it was
Shesterkin
36
is-
shots. I mean, he could have left. There could have been 5 goals in that game easy. I mean, he made some 5-alarm saves.
he has been playing like an absolute champion. Georgiev, not so much. But him and net, I mean, I know Freddie Anderson is having a hell of a season thus far. They're undefeated. But that's, the Rangers are still second in the Met, which is fine by me. And the fact that the Caps are third in the Met is even better. I think you guys are what, 7th?
We don't
It's
even know.
Yeah, it's not looking
Yeah,
good.
you're not.
We're just
But-
in the NHL this year.
How are
You
we? How
guys are
we?
in it this year.
We're 5th in the Pacific right now.
So that's
Okay.
something. That's something.
I'm proud of you.
Somebody's
But that
got to
was
be
a big
fifth.
win.
Yeah.
It was honestly, it felt like it could have been a win that potentially, like, I mean, I'm probably going a little too far here, but I know a lot of fans were thinking it like it's one of those wins where like Green's job is still safe.
It was.
Yeah, he still has a job for a minute, and it could be a nice little way to kick off some momentum for you guys, get it going.
It's
Yeah.
about as
Okay,
close,
'cause
I
that's
think,
a
that you
big
get to a must-win game. Like, I think
Mhm.
that there's a potential. I don't know if it's this game or not, but that could be like a little bit of a galvanizing game for this team too. Who knows?
What a word too. Love it.
The energy in the building, like going
That's right.
You said you were
into
there?
Brady was there.
Yeah,
so
in
we gotta
the
keep
like
this out of it. We
after
gotta get this in the open. Brady
Tell me everything.
there. He was there.
after the second period, like there was definitely this energy in the building that okay, if they don't come out in the third, guns blazing, they're getting booed out of this building tonight. Like that was the
Just gonna
feeling.
burn this place to
And
the ground.
then it was a quiet building, and then all of a sudden we get a goal. It's a little bit more energy. Then Demko just absolutely robs the entire Rangers team, pretty much.
He did. Criminal.
And it gets to the point where I don't know if I've ever heard that building that loud before.
Oh
Oh,
wow!
that must have been
Yeah.
such a game, dude.
It was
Oh,
amazing to feel that, and be there in the arena after post COVID. Like it was just
oh
an
my
amazing
God.
feeling.
I'm
and then
actually so happy you got to be there for that.
oh,
so
it was
happy you got to
incredible.
be there
And
for
on top of it all, there were free tickets and a lower bowl,
You
free tickets. Yeah, I
What's
lucked
that?
out. It was great, you guys. Yeah.
Brady was living his best life. And I like how he
that
says
is,
like
like,
best atmosphere. It's like, yep,
what is
game
your
8.
best life, Brady?
Game
the one.
8, regular season. I hope there's better for you.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
it was game 10. That was game 10, boys.
Yeah.
Close enough. Like I
Yeah.
said, we're at that point where like it's the way things are going this year. Like we're just happy to get a decent one in there. So
Happy to be
it's all
here.
good. It's all good.
Happy to be here.
So we could keep going on about one game. We could also talk about how Adam Fox, like I said, robbed Quinn Hughes of a better contract. No, he didn't actually. So how does the NHL work out there where Adam Fox like, sup, can you throw some cash my way? And the Rangers like, absolutely. Whereas it's
Well, I
back
think-
and they're like, we're gonna need 7 months to figure this out.
I think what it is in the NHL in New York area is I think what you have to do is win the Norris.
That's
And I
probably
think you have to play like Adam Fox did the entire season, and then you can have all that money. I'm just gonna go say it right now, he deserves every penny.
Yeah. We felt that way about Quinn, and then we realized like there are better players out there.
Mhm.
That's why they get paid more. Interesting.
Well, then you're seeing somebody like Cole Caulfield, who everybody was all hyped up about, and he's chilling in the A. So it can go.
It's crazy.
I think people are freaking out a little bit too much over that. Like, oh, he's washed up. Like, listen, he's
He's
gonna
12.
do this. Yeah, he's gonna be fine. Yeah, he's gonna
Okay.
take the training wheels off, and he's gonna be allowed to cross the street on his own.
On its own.
On his own, no parents allowed. He's gonna get to go to the corner store, and he's gonna also get to play pickup hockey behind with the kids in the neighborhood. Until dark, and that's gonna be okay. But you know what? It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about Cole Caulfield.
No,
We
literally,
saw how
he is.
good he
He's
is.
12
He'll
years
be
old.
fine. Yeah, make sure you get his
But,
hockey while you can.
I think a contract like Fox got, you see contracts getting handed out, and like Eric Carlson, Kevin Hayes, these numbers are absurd. And
Mhm.
Carlson, even like PK Subban at Jersey, he's
Yeah.
taking up everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Matthews and Marner, granted, Matthews is fired, Marner is whatever, but like you're paying these guys, these superstar guys all this money just to put them on the ice with a bunch of dudes who are, suitcases going back and forth, up and down from the AHL. So I think when it comes down to it is big contracts like that also need to be fitting in properly with the rest of it. So you don't have like 6 Adam Foxes, or not even 4 Adam Foxes, where all your money's at. And then you have a bunch of people like from Open Hockey on Saturday.
Yeah.
On their line.
Wouldn't that be something? Hey, we have open tryouts. It's hockey night in
like
Canada. You're going to want to try.
Try hard.
Yeah. I need to get that invite. I would fly to New York for that.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll be there.
I'd take a PCR to be on the Rangers for a night. Why not?
Yeah. I'll play. I've got a light jersey and a dark jersey. Where do I go?
He'll play through a vaccination. So great for Adam Fox. Great. That's great. Good for him.
And he's like a hometown hero too out here. Like I'm born and raised in Long Island. So is he. And believe it or not, he grew up.
What are
20
you doing
minutes
over
away.
there, Ted? Pants are on still?
My headphones are about to die.
Oh, I was gonna say pants are on. Hopefully.
Sure hope so. I mean, you only need to see from here out.
I mean,
it's a Zoom call.
It's kind of the way it goes, right?
Right. OnlyFans incognito. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna close this window.
But either way, hometown hero though. Grow up 20 minutes away from Nassau Coliseum where the Islanders play, and you're a Rangers fan.
Yeah,
and there's like pictures of him as a kid looking like in his Rangers jersey, and now he's playing on his team. I mean, I'm a Long Island
Tavares thing, except better.
It's like a thing, man. It's a big deal. So I will never talk trash about Adam Fox, and you better not either. Damn it. Sorry, Quinn Hughes. Suck it up. Do better.
Do better.
You need to be a Canucks fan and like get everyone in shape, because I think that's what we need to hear.
Yeah, I'll just go in there. I'll be like, guys, listen, get pucks deep, get pucks on net, and do better.
What would your advice to be to Elias Pettersson right now? Like
I was just gonna say to Elias Pettersson, I mean, he's great. He seems to be part of the backbone that actually gets plays going. He had the assist on the second goal.
He did.
How do you say that guy's last name?
Podkolzin.
Yeah,
it's Podkolzin.
It's Russian.
Vasily Podkolzin.
Yeah,
it's Russian.
Well, I've heard nothing but good things. Yeah, dude. Okay, wait. Actually, I'll have to circle back to that. I'll have to remember what I was going to ask. But I've heard nothing but good things about Peterson. Like in terms of him being like a glue guy, an absolute fucking banger, like in the locker room, like gets everybody riled up, and he seems to get the plays going. And he had a great assist. But my advice.
So we're overreacting, basically.
My advice to him would be see if you can put in for a trade to the Rangers. No, just kidding.
If Eichel can go to possibly Calgary, anything's possible.
Yo, Calgary's so good right now.
Markstrom. Oh, Daryl Sutter's got them running and gunning.
Yeah, that guy can goalie.
How's that feel to have kind of all of the people doing really well?
It's like a very JT Miller effect.
Yeah, is it the same feeling?
It really is. Yeah.
Except for
instead of
the Canucks, be JT Miller.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you got to do. It. Yeah,
give it to
that guy's a beast. Like he is a beast.
And keep your blocker on there, Thatcher. Let him go. Like keep your shit on. Glue them on. Figure it out, because they might not always call it.
Yeah, and then like everyone's saying, like, what if he caught it with his hand? I'm like, well, then he probably breaks his hand, and that's the end of our season right there.
If he did like a reverse blocker glove hand save with his like bare hand, that would be like infinity badass.
He had nothing. He had a glove.
It'd be like the Thanos snap. Like that's how big it would be.
Yeah.
We just all of a sudden hit a blip. And you're like,
he'd probably go all the way back in time to '94, and then the Canucks would win the cup and.
That would never happen. God, that's a wonderful day.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? This isn't just a vintage T-shirt. It's like a good feeling vintage T-shirt. I mean, it's still good.
And it is such a fire logo too.
It is.
I mean,
it's the best logo.
What I have hung up on the wall, but you guys would probably get really upset. So
no, let's do it. You know what? It's show and tell. Have at it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. This is show and tell music.
Ooh, I see a Rangers jersey too.
Well, this sucks because this is Pavel Buchnevich signed and.
Nice.
You know what? The first name I love, Pavel. That's a great first name. Oh, second name not so much.
What's this?
Oh dear.
Does it hurt?
Oh no!
Oh.
We can edit that out, I think.
Can we
edit
like
that
black
out.
out her screen or something?
So beautiful. What a day.
Oh right,
What a
you
day.
love Mark. You love Mark, don't you?
Oh, man.
That's my number, man. Number
That's
11.
your guy. That's your guy.
He
That's
is
your
my
dude.
guy.
Oh,
He is my dude.
Oh,
And what's
Oh,
also
man.
awesome too is
I
we
feel
got
sick.
Hank. Hank is doing the post games now for MSG Network.
Is he really? He's a good looking
nice.
dude.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
He's a sexy
What a beauty.
gentleman. Yes.
That guy is prettier than I'll ever be. He is just stunning.
Yeah, he's
And I
he's
love
10 out of 10 handsome. How's he doing with the recovery with his heart surgery and everything? Is he doing
He's back in action. He's back working out and stuff, and he seems to be. I mean, he's killing it doing these post games.
Is he
He's
going to
really-
be
he
the GM
meshes
one
in.
day?
He's not like BX good though, is he?
I mean, he's charming as a mofo.
Is he going to be the
He's-
GM one day?
Ah, man. Well,
Like a la Luongo? Could you imagine those two guys?
oh my god. Don't put these thoughts in my head. I'm not going to sleep.
Yeah.
good?
We'll get like I'll get like a DM like, okay, you ruined my entire sleep. Now
It'll be 3 a.m. my time.
You're just gonna,
and I'll
like,
be
here's all the ideas to keep you awake. now.
listen,
You-
asshole. Love Tara.
Yeah.
But
Hearts.
I know it's really great. And I'm really loving Gallant. I think he's doing a great job too.
Yeah, I'm not
And-
entirely sure why Vegas ever let that go. It seemed like that
Way
was a
more
good
tax
thing. Yeah.
season.
Also,
Way
like, why
more
did they
tax
let
season.
Fleury go? But it
That too.
seems to have.
Yeah.
It's a good call on that though, because Fleury's kind of been Dusty McTavish this whole time.
Well, I mean, he's in
Not-
Chicago.
not so good.
Like it's a dumpster fire there right now.
Yeah.
And like I have to whisper, I know, because I know it's so bad. Meanwhile, Duncan Keith got out of there real quick, and
Mhm.
Edmonton is just tearing it up.
I don't know. Did
But-
you happen to see that Tyler Myers hit on Duncan Keith?
I did not. Tell me
Oh.
everything.
It's
Well,
going in the
Canucks-
Smithsonian.
Canucks fans have hated Duncan Keith ever since he elbowed Daniel Sedin and concussed him in the 2012 playoff, right before the 2012 playoffs. So that hit,
Okay.
that revenge was like it was 10 years in the making, and he just absolutely bulldozed him. And Duncan Keith is just came up covered in blood, and Myers ended up drawing a penalty on the play. So crowd absolutely erupted, and it was
God
There were
damn.
a
He
lot
of
drew one on the
babies.
play?
There
oh
were a
yeah,
lot of babies made that night after
Yeah.
that.
And it was a massive hit too. Like he
It
got
was.
all 6-7 of them, and he was going the opposite direction, and it was like basically as trolley tracks as you can get in the corner, and it was just ugly.
it's worth
And
looking
clean.
Put him in a
at.
coffin. Bury that guy.
You know
Yeah.
what?
No, I
No,
love Duncan Keith.
There's
never
like
talked
Brad
about this.
Marchand, and then there's Duncan Keith,
And then
and then
all the way
there's
up
Jordan
on the
Binnington
top,
as well.
like way up top,
Yeah.
like past,
Max.
everybody
stratosphere.
and forever and always. Yeah, it's Tom Wilson. Fuck.
Oh,
Tom
I
yeah.
thought you were gonna say
Yeah.
Mark Messier.
Fuck that guy.
No, I hate Tom Wilson. Love
Yeah.
to talk about it.
So
Talk
does
about that
Panarin.
all day.
Yeah.
Sorry for
Okay.
cursing. It's just I'm very passionate about that hate.
Brady, I think did you see that question from the @Sith Vader? Do you wanna ask that, or do you got it?
Oh
up?
yeah, this is a good
Sure.
question.
What's that?
Who is
@Sith
the?
Vader?
We want to know. Sith Vader wants to know who is a better Ranger, Pavel Bure or Marcus Naslund?
Pavel Berry.
It's probably
Brandon.
not a competition, but it's still a fun question to ask, I suppose.
It's a good question to ask. It's actually
Yeah.
funny. One of the guys I play with on
Or JT
Saturday
Miller.
nights. Shut up.
And he's dreamy too.
One of the guys I play with on Saturday nights, there's actually a TikTok of it. I put together a TikTok. Quick shout out. I have a TikTok. And it's just the bench chatter. And this guy, we call him Prison Mike. He's older. He's the guy is a beauty. And
Prison
he's
Mike?
tripping hard. Yeah, he's never been in prison that I know of. He's older. But The Office. Tip your hat to that. So all you hear him, he's like, "Yeah, Thomas, you're fucking Pavel Berry, buddy," like in a thick Long Island accent, screaming off in the side. I was like, "What? What a compliment!" And then he's like, "Let's get Patty Kane off the ice here."
Can you give us
How's
some
that?
can you give us some hockey chirps with a Long Island accent? Can you do that?
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh God, let me think. What? Somebody's like, "I'm not gonna try against a meatball." 'Cause there's some short answers.
Like Jersey Shore meatball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
they
how you
call
say like meatball? Like bull with
Yeah,
a
they
W
call. What
almost.
did I say to somebody? I was like, They're like, that's a short shipped glove. And I'm like, listen, dude, pretty sure, what did I say? I had a clear out and I cleared it out after a takeaway, and I'm pretty sure Thomas scored off of it. So that's an apple. Suck it.
Nice.
That was one of them.
Yeah, suck it. And then you call him a pigeon or
it.
something like that, and you just skate off.
Oh my
I love
God.
it.
You sure you play hockey? Yeah, we say some pretty good shit.
It's at the rink. It's, no holds barred.
It's nonstop.
Yeah.
I usually get from the boys, they're always like, puck slut. And I'm like, in your fucking dreams, buddy.
Not a way.
I usually just tell them, I'm like, you're 12. You're
Yeah.
14 years old. Get out of here.
So have you been to any Rangers games this year?
I have not yet. I am going to, I got a couple teed up.
Which ones?
I'm hoping to get to the Lundqvist jersey retirement.
Oh yeah.
Hello,
Of course.
Jersey retirement.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a big one. I definitely want to get to a Rangers Islanders game at the new Islanders place just so I can talk trash about it. Maybe put together like a quick little video of how horrible it really
this
is.
sucks. I'm glad I'm here.
Well, this place sucks.
Yeah,
It's
it smells. There's a light.
Well, I
hanging
call
over
Nassau Coliseum is a glorified trap house. Like, you need a vaccine to go there, not for COVID, but for like Hep C and like all that shit. It's just a
the
trash
MMR you need for this one. You need
this one. I'll be like,
Yeah.
God, I'm gonna get ringworm just by standing.
Oh, see, that's what I love about you. I love that you're just a shit.
You're just kind of an awful but amazing person. Yeah, that's great.
Thank you
good.
so much. It's one of my
So-
characters.
Like, nice,
Thank you.
nice. It's
How
something.
much are tickets going for out in New York City right now?
Oh, the Canadian accent on that was mint.
Mm.
Dude, they're up there. They're pushing like, you're getting like 250, 300 American.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, the
Wait.
MSG
How much?
like 250.
Oh, okay.
And what kind of seats are we talking?
We're talking like not lower bowl, maybe like
Mid.
I mean, they're
Like
decent.
upper lower bowl.
Upper lower bowl, yeah.
Upper lower bowl. Oh,
Does
Upper
that make
middle
sense?
class.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
yeah.
But you can you can wheedle away. I'm fortunate. I know a couple people that hook a female brother up.
Nice.
So
I like that. I have a question for you, and this is actually for all of you guys. So just I was kind of asking like what games you're going to, and obviously you go to a fair amount. Going to an NHL game, what would be your food staple of choice, and like maybe what's something that you haven't tried that like what's something at MSG that maybe we haven't heard about, like something that would maybe be like unique to the Garden, and
okay,
then
well,
because it's everywhere's different, right? So
yeah. So here's the thing about MSG. It's on top of Penn Station. So I'm going to give you two places. So inside the actual arena at MSG, there's a place called Daily Burger. Fire. Absolutely fire. So good. I don't drink anymore, but the food situation is unreal there. But downstairs in Penn Station, so this is what you do. You take the train in. Back when I used to party at 10, I would you get a little fired up on the train ride in because you don't have to drive. You don't even have to go outside. You just walk up. And there's a place called Rose's Pizza.
okay,
Buddy.
so
The best was taking the train home after the Islanders play the Rangers at MSG because the train is packed with Rangers fans and Islanders fans.
Oh, that sounds like
half
fun.
the people are pissed, half the people are jacked up, stoked,
Oh man.
and there's always a brawl. It's
I
always great. Sticky floors on the train, the whole deal. Be at Daily Burger at MSG and Rose's Pizza downstairs.
okay.
Damn.
So,
Sounds
like
good.
what's your burger? Like, is there a burger? Is there a pizza that like?
Oh no,
Deserves a massive
plain
shout-out.
slice. Yeah, when you get pizza in New York, you gotta just get a plain slice, like a cheese slice.
Yeah.
Well done. That's all you need.
Is
Nice.
is it the one where you fold it? Is
Of
that
course.
the deal? Yeah. Okay.
We're
Oh,
talking
I've
New
only-
York
I've only-
style pizza.
I've
here.
only but I've never had New York style pizza in New York.
When-
I have like
when
what they
you
call
guys-
is New York style, right? But
When you guys inevitably come to New York, I will
And we will.
make damn sure that you learn. The only Canadian pizza that I've had Pizza Nova, which was decent. Might just be an East Coast thing.
I think it is. I think it's an Ontario.
Yeah,
thing.
Never.
Pizza Nova in like Toronto area.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never heard of it.
I had
But yeah,
I had
you gotta
Chicago
get a
deep dish
plain-
once.
Oh, that's
Ew,
right.
well, that's not pizza.
And
That
it
is
was like we ordered a whole pizza and I ate like one slice of it, and then I was just in the bathroom after that. So that was probably enough. It tasted really good, but I'm thinking New York might be better for me.
New York pizza is unbelievably good, and like I never eat chain pizza. There's like 4 or 5 places around here.
Yeah.
And I've worked in pizzerias forever. You never go to a chain place. I mean, if you check out Barstool and you see pizza reviews, he's going to
Love it.
some places out here that are really good.
To be fair,
But,
we don't even do chain pizza here. We always eat at the home style stuff.
yeah. Well, when you inevitably get your asses out here to New York, I will make damn sure that you get legitimate New York style pizza on a paper plate, fold it, crush it.
Just like Adam Sandler and Big Daddy, you know?
Yes, you have to fold it though.
That's how I learned how to fold a pizza. I swear, that movie. Yeah.
That's like like at Costco, they give you 2 pieces, which is like, or here's 1 piece.
At Costco. No, Costco pizza here, boys. We're gonna go to Gino's. That's down the street.
I'm just saying that's.
What are we drinking there? Canada Dry?
Yeah, you guys made it. It's dry and it's delicious.
I was gonna say.
Wow, look at that. Nice.
Thanks,
I
guys.
didn't think you guys would have that there.
I thought it was like the Christmas cranberry one that all of a sudden just came out and like, we'll have it stocked to like the roof by like next week.
I love that one. Thank you for getting me fired up about that too.
Do you so you get that one down there as well?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I mean, because there's some things don't cross over from the States to Canada.
When
do you have Canada Dry stuck in your bedside table? Is that what's happening right now?
No. I was actually at the grocery store earlier today, and I always check out the ethnic food aisle. For one
Canadian
thing and
food,
one thing
ethnic.
only.
What is
Can
it?
you imagine walking through like
Hey!
Favorite.
Yeah, cool. That'd be a coffee.
I've been
crisp.
working on one before I hopped on here.
Nice.
I gotta raid my kids Halloween.
Right after Halloween too. Just the full size.
We don't
bars.
have these down here except in the ethnic food aisle.
They're the best. I
are...
love Coffee Crisp. Is that Canadian?
Oh, God.
Is Coffee Crisp Canadian?
Specifically Canadian.
You need to do like a quick we need like a photo of you and like a caption like
yes.
There's our house. You need to do one like ethnic food. Like you need to take a picture next time you go to the grocery store and like ethnic food aisle Coffee Crisp. Canada will like blow up. Like, all of
and
Canada.
Aero bars, but Coffee Crisp all day. Oh my God.
So the kids went out and there's about 50 of these in the bag right now. We can't even get rid of them.
Dude,
kids
you know my address. You know my address.
Yes.
It's such an underrated chocolate bar. Like it's definitely top 3 for me.
And we don't even call it chocolate bars down here. We just call
it
them
like a wafer bar.
Yeah,
candy bars.
Dude, it is so good.
I miss that's the one thing.
Right now.
That's the one thing I miss about being in the States was around Halloween. I remember I was in San Francisco. We were there for the Niners and the Giants. Ended up being the NFC Championship preview that week. And so we went to like I think it was like a CVS or what's the other one? Starts with an M.
Walgreens?
No, was it Walgreens? No, I thought it was like an M or something. It could have been a Walgreens. Yeah, it was poor lighting, so it's probably Walgreens.
Rite Aid, Walgreens.
So anyway, you walked in. Actually, no, it was a CVS because I got a really long receipt. That's how I remember.
Yes.
So anyway, I walked through and they had like the pie-sized Reese's peanut butter cups. They had the Snickers that was like that's me basically, but a Snickers. And then they had what else? Like the oversized stuff that you could at the time you could only get in the US. Like you can kind of get it in Canada now, but I remember looking and it was like an $8 candy bar. I'm like, I mean, I want to buy this, but I do have limited funds, and like that doesn't seem like the most responsible thing, considering I'm going to the football game tomorrow and I need to spend like $100 on food.
Every single day that I was in Canada, literally, I would walk downstairs. I was staying in Mississauga, Ontario.
I didn't know anybody stayed in Mississauga.
It's Port Credit, Mississauga. I was dating a dude there, and I would just walk downstairs, and this guy, without fail, every morning at this like little corner store, he'd be like, "Crazy weather we're having," and I'm like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And I would get a coffee crisp and go back upstairs and crush it like with coffee. And he was like, "You're gonna get." I have to get like 2 cases of those. Well, diabetes. Well, yeah. But I'm not worried about that.
Did you dip it into your coffee too?
Of course I did.
Yeah, that's what the
there you go.
wafers are for.
And then the
Yeah.
Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
So-
That's my next question. I know we're getting totally off topic, but
No, this is
I want to
fast.
know your take on Tim Hortons.
Timbits are garbage.
I wasn't expecting. I was expecting a coffee take. So okay, we're gonna go there.
Coffee, really good. Timbits, bullshit.
Overrated.
How about the
Fuck
opposite?
Timbits, right?
Fuck Timbits, Munchkins all day. To the point
Oh,
where
Munchkin.
I purchased Munchkins in Buffalo, brought them across the border to him, and I was like, "Poof, eat that."
We
I heard
have
they
a
don't
Munch-
even have all dressed chips in that shithole.
Sometimes they do, and I looked for them today, and they didn't. But that's
see
my
what
hot
you did
take
there,
on
B.
Canadian foods.
Couple
That's-
times. That's the second time on the pod I've done that.
we gotta find. We also have to now find, and we'll get off this topic in a second. We have to find that commercial for you. How do you like your coffee, Chris? What? You like your coffee, Chris? And he's like, I like my coffee.
Never heard that.
It's
No,
so
oh,
awful.
yeah.
The two old ladies on the bark bench or whatever. It's
That's
so
from
good.
childhood.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
I
So
live
we'll
for
find
it.
that for you and ruin your life as well. So,
That's fine.
because
Ruining
we
my
don't want to
life.
keep you forever, and we need to still talk some Canucks with just us because I haven't seen Brady in absolutely forever. We
Oh,
are
yeah,
we're gonna get to a special version of Dudes and Guys.
Yeah.
Ah, just-
Dude, what's my say? You guys! Dude, what does mine say?
Another bomb. We always forget about that part. This is Dudes
Love
and
it.
Guys. Did we have you for Dudes and Guys last time?
No, so I'm stoked right now.
So Ted, because
Stoked.
we haven't done it in absolutely forever, and I am making an amendment today. We are going to include New York Rangers players because
Yep.
it's only fair that we take our own teams. Because I don't think Tara
GT
wants
right.
to talk about the Canucks, obviously. So, Ted, could you just explain for our listeners, our viewers, how Dudes and Guys work if you've never
me.
ever heard about it?
Yeah, so a dude will just, I'm sorry, a guy will just be like your average Joe. Like maybe he was out there. I'm not really sure. It could be like he made a terrible play and blew the game up. He could just be absolute garbage and crap. Maybe just somebody you'd never noticed. Whatever. It's just a guy. Like he was a guy. A dude is the
Yeah,
exact
that's it.
opposite. Obviously, somebody who just like took the game over or made an unreal play or the reason we won or that guy had a hell of a game. What a dude.
Love it. Love it.
You get honors because you're the guest. You're our friend. You're a guest, and why not? You can pick a Canuck, but if you want to pick a New York Ranger, that would be expected. So
And we
I mean,
usually start with
honestly-
guys. So
Yeah,
we
we'll
usually
go
go around
guys.
the horn with the bad, and then we like to turn it up with the good. So
there you
Let's
go.
see who's just a guy. Just a guy on the Rangers is gonna have to be
Adam Fox.
And it got
the
interesting.
audacity. No, Kevin Miller. Not Kevin Miller. Keandre Miller was not being too doodly during the game.
Mm.
Okay.
Being a little more of a guy than a dude on that
He
one.
was a
Right.
guyish -3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And he's not JT Miller, so
he is not. I was hoping for the other Miller. And though he didn't play, Georgiev is being pretty guy-like lately, and I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, okay. I like that.
I like
So yeah, can I say dudes now?
No, not yet. We do.
No.
We do. You,
All right,
you got,
your turn.
you got to have all the bad and then all the good. It's
We're gonna give you
Alright,
first
who
shot
else
at both
did-
those. So
don't worry. It's fine. It's only you'll be fine. You'll be okay. Brady.
Kravtsov is kind of not being so much of a dude lately either.
Oh, you've got a list. Okay, we're here for this.
Yeah, that's all I got right now, though. I don't want to crap all over my beloved team.
There's
Just
only one of you,
it.
so you took up 3. That's good. That makes
you know what? Brady often picks 2 or 3 guys or dudes sometimes because he can't decide.
Yeah.
almost always.
Yeah. I'm too optimistic, okay?
Almost
All
always.
right,
Like, there's nobody
uh,
really that sucked this week. Like, dude, we lost every game and no one scored. Yeah, but really, was it everyone's fault? And
Oh, he's just being too nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My guy of the night, and I might be a little harsh for this. I know he's trying to ease him into the NHL, but my guy of the night is Travis Green. Vasily Podkolzin, he's playing with confidence. Only 7 minutes of ice time. Guy has 6 hits, 3 shots on goal, and a game-tying goal. And you're telling me he only gets 7 minutes of ice time. I don't understand that. I think he's showing enough confidence, and I just think in order to build on him as a player, he needs to be playing more. And I think he's doing enough to earn that ice time. And I'm just not understanding where Green's coming from with it right there. So
What a guy.
Travis Green, guy of the night, guy of the week. Sorry, bud.
Wow.
Damn guy.
Okay.
There it is.
Ted, who strikes you as a guy? And either you can pick even from just yesterday or in the past week. I'm gonna go past week myself, but who are you feeling, bro? Who do you feel?
I haven't really noticed Tanner Pearson out there that much, if I'm being honest. Not like he's played terrible. So I would say it's just more pedestrian than anything. He's out there just doing his job. But yeah, he was just a guy to me. Like, I don't know if he moves the needle. He wasn't really a thermostat to me. So I think if I'm going to pick a guy, it's probably going to be Tanner Pearson. That's pretty boring, but that's where I'm at with it.
You know,
Respect that.
I'm going to go.
He was like, meh.
Yeah.
Meh.
Surprisingly, like he could probably go either way for my pick, but I'm going to go with OEL, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, as my guy this week. I think what I've noticed from him is that there is actually a lot more than, not that he's shown, but it's almost like everyone around him is kind of his wet blanket and dampening like what he could be doing. So I think he needs to be a little bit more like a forward, like a former Canuck, Radim Verbata, and just go like greedy and just start shooting, because
Play a little greedy hockey.
you know what? It's like that's where I'm at with this team right now. And I mean, Pettersson's another guy, but if you look at it, like OEL, I like from what I've seen so far this season as a Canuck, there's a lot to like, and yet it feels like he's having to resort to getting the puck to someone else. When I think, be like, screw you guys, how about I just have a clapper from the blue line and let's see what happens. Like, go Quinn Hughes from a season and a half ago, where, you know what, we trust you, you're going to do something good with the puck, let's make it happen. So I think that, and again, usually I get everybody going at this point. As soon as I give them guy status, they turn into a dude. So Oliver Ekman-Larsson, you are my guy this week, and that probably means you're going to score a goal. Are they tomorrow? Then tomorrow.
I know.
Dude.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're saying there, Ryan. It's weird because he goes from terrible giveaway to ridiculous stretch pass to like dope defensive play to a little bit of like a flub in the defensive zone. It's kind of all over the place a little bit, maybe because he's like trying to do too much, I guess.
And he's like QBing like the power play back there. Like, it looks like he's
it looks good. Yeah,
he looks great, and then like nothing comes of it because he ends up having to like pass off to Pettersson or get it to, like, it's you're right. I think that maybe that's the thing is they're asking
Classic
him,
overthinker.
yeah, and just like do. I think I just spit at the computer, and that is not good. So from about
It's okay.
3 feet
Everything's
away,
fine.
you're all fine. Everyone's dry. But yeah, that would be my guy. of
We're
the week.
Canada dry.
Oh.
Whoa!
You know what? You
That's
could
some
just
next
leave
level
right
shit
now.
right there.
Like,
Oh, that was good.
That was
That
like
was
mic
good.
drop right there. I love it.
Yeah.
Holy crap! That was
That was swift.
absolutely. Slow
Thank you.
clap.
Thank you so much.
Jeez. You must have like a YouTube channel or something. You know what you're talking
I
about.
should start one of those.
Exactly. Okay, let's get into dudes. Let's talk about dudes.
Dude.
Tara, who's your dude?
Oh, fuck. You know what? I'm like upset but that I'm doing this because Rangers, like, JT Miller is the dude.
We will accept that.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
I love to
he's
hear
the
it.
dude. He was the dude of that game. He put everything into play, and that, I mean, the respect, just that breakaway and OT, him not just doing the old skate by, watch my, hit me. He followed through. He went around the back and he put it in, buries it. So
He's a gamer.
JT Miller, he's a gamer. He is a dude.
Absolutely.
Dude.
Love it.
I like her. She's smart.
So that's my dude.
Love it. All right.
JT, come back.
I'm going to leave the obvious on the board just because I like to take these opportunities when I can.
Oh boy.
Tyler Myers, my dude. I not just on the one game, but just kind of I haven't been on the show much lately, so just kind of on the season as a whole. I want to talk about. I've just been impressed with him. He's not taking horrible penalties like he was last year. He's getting involved in the play, making nice moves, and he looks like he's playing with a lot of confidence. And staying out of the box is the main thing, and he's playing good defense. So I like what I'm seeing from Tyler Myers. He might not quite be a $6 million D-man, but he's, in my opinion, he's definitely underrated defenseman.
And
Way to go, Tyler.
he is really tall.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh, tall people rule.
Yeah.
I'm 5'11". Tall people.
Can I just say something before we get to Ted here? You know what I just realized when Myers hit Duncan Keith?
that it was
That
awesome.
was like a Kelowna Rocket on Kelowna Rocket violence.
Oh yeah, I guess
And I
that's
don't
right.
think we gave that enough credit.
Love violence.
Yeah.
hockey.
Like the Kelowna
Violence
Rocket.
is good. As long as it's not Tom Wilson violence, we're great.
Tom
They
Wilson
played-
can literally just go right to hell.
Yeah.
That's
Just
fine.
fire him off to the sun.
Can suck it.
I
Yeah.
I've never really experienced the hate for Tom Wilson. That's Brad Marchand for me. I
No,
can't
that's
stand
We'll
the
him.
get
same.
there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Ted,
Don't
who's
worry,
your
yeah,
dude?
it's a short trip to start to hate Tom Wilson. Promise.
It doesn't take
Be
long.
there before you
Yeah.
know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a quick car ride. Ted, who's your dude, man?
I am also going to leave some low hanging fruit for you, Ryan, and I'm going to take Connor Garland in this one.
He was such a dude that
I'm
game.
gonna
Oh,
place
man.
this
What do you have? 2
microphone.
assists?
2 assists. This guy just continues to be all over the place.
Yeah.
The seeing eye passes. I mean, he
On the
didn't
third
score
line.
on it. Yeah, he didn't score on it, but he had like a super sneaky, like hook the shot on net goal that would have been a goal on a lot of other goalies if had Shesterkin not been in net. Like, if it was
you very
Grigoriev, I
much.
think that probably goes in. But I mean, he's just so sneaky and like coming out from behind the net finds Podkolzin. That was just a seeing eye pass. I'm not even sure if he was looking at Pods. But the guy is just everywhere. High motor player, fun to watch. Like he's sneaky good. I mean, this guy is endearing himself as like a ridiculous top 6 forward for the Canucks right now, and I'm loving it.
10 points in 10
I'm
games.
fired up. Agreement with you on that one. Connor Garland was looking pretty damn good.
And he might even be faster since he shaved his beard. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I don't know.
Aerodynamic.
You took my
Makes me
dude.
aerodynamic when I fight.
Yes.
I actually tweeted.
What is that,
after
Step
hours
Brothers?
I think so. I should
Yeah.
cut my hair off. Maybe I'll go faster.
I actually tweeted that to After Hours. They didn't read my tweet, so suck it. But I said, yeah, like, is he more aerodynamic now? I wanted to know, like, does he still have superpowers? And
Somebody test that.
yeah, you
Mhm.
just don't know. You don't know.
That's science. It's science. You don't need to test
is
it.
science.
Science. Yeah.
So, you like massive buzzkill,
Yeah.
massive buzzkill.
Hey, worst case
No,
Ontario, you
this is-
take Thatcher Demko.
Worst
Well,
case Ontario.
I mean,
Yeah.
like we all know who they need to pick, and yes, it's Thatcher Demko. Without him, this team absolutely blows this season.
have to pick Thatcher Demko.
The yard sale man himself.
Like
Hold my blocker.
but it's not even that. Like the game against Edmonton, the game, like he's all over the place good, and without him, like this team's awful. It's absolutely awful. They
Like,
are.
Real quick here, and I don't want to interrupt you, but I feel like the Hold My Beer shirts. I think we could do a Thatcher Demko Hold My Blocker shirt.
Hold my blocker. Yeah.
Yeah, Tara could
HMB.
be onto something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
a shirt. 100%.
You can have
Yeah.
that little nugget for you.
That's
There
the
you go.
episode
That's-
title too. That's the episode title, right?
Hold
Hold
my
my
blocker.
blocker.
Hold my blocker. Yeah.
That works. Yeah. So I mean,
Drop the gloves
even-
and hold my blocker.
Oh, I like that's
The
good.
blocker.
You came back strong, Brady. Well done. Yeah, I mean, you don't need statistics. You don't need wins and losses for this guy. Anybody that's seen Demko play at all, let alone this season, Coffee Crisp, shout out. I mean, he's been everything for the Canucks so far since he's been called up and become their number one guy. He was just as good when he was sharing the net with Markstrom, when he was sharing the net last year with Holtby. Like, it was Thatcher Demko hockey, and it still is. And I pray that they do start to score goals, because that would be nice instead of him having to do everything like a la Luongo, when like, oh, well, we're going to win 2-1 every night. That's not fun for very long. It just isn't enjoyable. You do need to start scoring goals, and they've got guys that can actually score on this team. Like they do. It is not a bad team, but they're playing like they can't score for whatever reason, whether it's snake bitten or just their power play. Like they've had a million.
I
power
feel
plays
you
before.
so
That means
much
nothing.
on a spiritual level in that, watching the team play
Yeah.
and being like, you can shoot the puck.
Yeah.
You're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
It's
You are-
so
you are-
frustrating.
I permit you to shoot and score.
Hey, I have a quick question. Because I was a Capo Caco fan coming out of junior. Can you tell me about Caco? Like, is this a good player? Is this a player that can live in the top 6? Is he just struggling a little bit right now?
It took him a hot minute to get started, to get him going. And I know he had gotten COVID last year, and he's got, I believe he's a type 1 diabetic, like Max Domi. So it took him a little bit to be able to catch up with or get on pace with the NHL. But he's playing way faster this season. He's definitely seen a bit of maturity in him versus last season. And I'm thinking that he's going to just continuously improve in that sense. So Capo Caco is looking like he's finally got his bearings. Took a minute. I was frustrated, but yeah, he's a player that I definitely foresee being a contributing factor in that top 6 for sure.
What about Alexis? I mean, when he was in the juniors, he looked like he was going to be incredible, and I just haven't really seen that like superstar ability from him yet.
I know.
What are your thoughts?
It came down to, for Lafreniere, it's it's one of those situations where they put him in and they're throwing him on line with Panarin and Zibby, which is,
I feel like it's a pretty good line to be on.
Yeah, but also incredibly overwhelming. And so last season, watching him play, he was so much more productive when he was playing on the kids line. Basically, they called it the kids line. It was like him, Yedel, and Kako, 19, 20, 21, or whatever the case was. But again, with him, you're seeing his confidence build up, and he's starting to look like an NHL player now too. He's able to play that speed. So I'm really, really happy with those two guys in terms of choices. I know a lot of people are like, oh, yeah. But when you see somebody come off and they're like the first overall and then they just burn out quick, I don't foresee that happening with either of them. I see it's like
a heavy mantle, right?
Yeah, they're definitely making big improvements and adjusting really well to the game. So I've got a lot of faith in those two. And yeah, I mean, really hoping Panarin continues on the breakout. Zibanejad as well. Kreider's already got 7 goals in 10 games, so he can keep doing what he's doing.
Things are looking bright.
Keep doing what he's doing.
Yeah, Big Apple is looking bright. That's for sure.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, man. And what about Ryan Reeves? How do you feel about that acquisition?
I was stoked about it. We need some grit on this team.
I was stoked too. I was like, get the hell out of the Western Conference.
Nah, they needed a little bit of grit. They did not have that, so they got him and took what's his name? Toffoli, whatever the new guy. We got a few guys back because I mean, they got rid of Miller was a grinder. But they needed some type of an enforcer, and if you're gonna get any enforcer, I'm gonna want somebody who has beef, long-lasting beef with Tom Wilson. So thank you kindly. Add to cart. Keep him.
That's gonna be fun.
Add to cart.
Right on the team. Add to cart and keep him there forever. So yeah, I think it's gonna be. And if he's banged up right now, he's on IR, but I think once he gets back out, especially that first home game against the Caps, we're coming for you, Thomas.
Yeah, that's great because he hates him for free, right? Like there's nothing that like there's no like you need to manifest this, like you're a Ranger now, you hate Tom Wilson. Like you hate him for free.
Yeah, he just walks in, and that
was already added to the cart. That came with the whole package. It was like
you got Amazon Prime, like free shipping.
Free shipping, free like festering hatred and loathing. And
festering.
That's a bit, Tom Wilson. Like dangle him from the rafters of MSG, please and thank you. God, I'd pay $300 for the uppermost bowl seat for that.
You're a very classy.
For the lower class seats.
Thank you. I'm mad feminine.
Lower class upper bowl. Tara, you're amazing. You're a beauty. We love your takes. We love that you're a shit. That you're a shit disturber. Please tell us, where our listeners can find you. Apparently you're on TikTok now as well. So give us all the deets. Tell us what you're up to the next little bit, what you got planned. We know you had a little hiatus. You're back now.
What have I got? Yeah, so I did, like I said, I took a little Brizac, took care of a bunch of stuff, and I'm back and better than ever, feeling great, healthy, happy, the whole deal. So I've got my YouTube channel, it's The Glove Drop, hot takes, some rankings, some shit talking, all the good stuff. There's also some videos up there of hockey, just me playing, and the whole trip of getting back on the ice after a 14-year hiatus. And then you can also find me on Twitter, talking smack, usually tweeting memes that I make about Tom Wilson and Brad Marchand. Twitter, The Glove Drop, Instagram at the Glove Drop and TikTok at the Glove Drop. So yeah, everybody go and check all that out.
Very original. You
And
keep it going.
yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I know, man. God, you think I'm gonna remember more
Yeah.
than one name? Come on.
Are they all the same
But-
password?
Yeah, all the same password too.
Yeah,
Something
exactly.
about Messier, I think. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, stop.
Nah, you'll never get it.
Like Voldemort. Don't say his name.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so thanks so much for having me. I love coming on here. You guys are great.
Thanks for
It's going
staying
to
up
be an
late.
annual thing.
Yeah.
Oh, my friggin' pleasure.
Yeah, we got to have you back.
When do the
I'm-
Canucks do the Canucks play in New York anytime soon? Or when are they? I think that's actually in the spring, isn't it?
Oh, you know what? Let me.
It's
let
a
me look at
while, I
my-
think.
I might be a shit disturber, but I am one hell of a planner.
I'm
It's all
looking.
written down in my
Wow.
little day planner.
Look at this. Oh my god.
I know it's absurd. Yeah, it's definitely not until at least
February
January, so-
27th.
Oh, that's my sister's birthday. Just random.
That's
Ooh,
26
looks like you're flying to
days
New
after
York.
my birthday.
Yeah.
Boys,
In honor of
we're
my
gonna go get
sister,
roast
I'm
beets
leaving
and daily
town.
burger.
I
All right, but
can't
thank
go.
you again, guys, so much. You guys are the best. I love this guy and dude thing. And now every time I watch a game, I'm gonna be like, buddy, you're being such a guy right now. Be
Awesome.
more of a dude.
Yeah. No coffee crisp for you.
Mine only. Thank you.
Well,
Yeah,
you're,
send coffee. Guys.
you're
Thanks,
leaving
Tara.
us. You're leaving us, but we'll stay Canada Dry for you.
Oh,
Yeah, boys. Love me some Canada
Almost
Dry. All
there.
right. Thanks again. I
Sarah.
will talk to y'all soon. All right.
okay. Take care.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Way to sneak that in there. I was feeling a little ginger about that one.
Yeah, it ails me.
Oh, man. We're out and we're out. I don't got one, guys. I'm sorry.
There's literally nothing left that we could do. So we got a couple more things, and we'll leave everybody alone. Jack Eichel might be a Calgary Flame.
Yeah, no thanks. No
But
thanks.
like
Hard pass.
it's either him or it's either that. But did you see what the offer was or what's on the table?
Yeah,
Like,
tell me.
Matthew, how do I say it wrong again? Tkachuk? How did I say it wrong?
That's a
last
Chuck.
time?
That's a
Tick-
Chuck
tick-
guy.
The Tkachuk guy. Yeah. So him, like a first, and what else did I see? Like it was.
There's a whole bunch of stuff. I really
it
didn't
was-
think that Kachuk would be going back the other way, but we'll see.
Well, yeah, you
It's
have
on
to
the
give up a
table.
player like a Chuck if you're going to try to get a guy like Eichel, right? You
Yeah,
have to have that
me and-
piece back.
Me and my buddy were having that conversation today at school, and that was the debate: if it's Kachuk or if it's not. So
What do they
We'll
say
see.
at school?
they're talking about Strome and picks and stuff. So
An upcoming
Mm.
first, a former.
I
first.
kind of brought up Kachuk to start the conversation, and then he actually kind of convinced me that I was wrong. But I guess we'll see.
Turns out it's Brady, which is really weird. How that he goes to Ottawa via Calgary, like Brady Tkachuk.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make the trade and somehow Ottawa gets nothing and also
Yeah.
loses Brady Tkachuk.
Yeah, what happened there? Like you guys aren't gonna like how this happened, but
Yeah.
this is what happened. We're really, really sorry, and we lost picks. Like, we can't explain how it happened either, but it did.
Yeah.
Where Eichel
Ottawa
just
might be
plays.
the only team in the league that makes worse trades than Vancouver does.
Yeah, exactly. No kidding. No kidding. Yeah, that's messed up, but whatever. Screw 'em.
Yeah,
Who
because
cares?
if you're a Canucks fan, at least they sprinkle in some good ones here and there too, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um.
It's hard to make good trades when no one wants to come to Ottawa and everybody wants to leave.
That's fair. That's fair. What do we got left here, boys? We got a little pods. We got a little bit of. I mean, it was kind of again. There hasn't been a whole lot going on with the Canucks aside from them not scoring goal. Like the power play is still. I mean, it's pretty fitting. I really like the fact that our name is the PP1 Podcast because it gets talked about a lot.
Maybe we need to change our name to the PP2 Podcast.
I did that for a little while until they scored, and I only did it because I think we probably worried a few of our listeners just in case they're like, maybe it's different now. Maybe so I changed it back just in case, probably for those 6 people that were worried. So, but it's being talked about like everything, every PP1 this, PP1 that, like we're famous. We are internet famous, unfortunately, for all the wrong reasons because that power play is just abysmal. It looks
not
good, like it's visually pleasing, but there's no finish. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of good things going on, but the puck isn't going in the net. And it's predictable still. They're still right up top, still doing the umbrella. It's all going back. Nobody's trying to go down low. Nobody's trying to make quick passes. Everybody's trying to get cute and make sure that it's either PD or Quinn. And it's not working. It's not working. There has to be something different. I don't care, like blow it up and just like strictly PP2.
You
Like,
can't
you know
really
what I mean?
blow it up though, right?
I
I
know
mean,
you
there's
know.
only 6 to 7 guys that can play on the power. You can't really blow it up. It's either
You
going
know
to
what I
have to
mean?
be a change of system, which happens over practice over time, and then happens over game over time because reps need to be in.
Mhm.
But at least they're controlling the puck now, right? I think if we go back to the beginning of the season, they weren't even controlling it, right?
Yeah.
They like gaining the line was an issue. They have the puck on their sticks now. At some point, they're going to turn it into a shooting power play. But as long as they have possession, then we can at least hope that there's going to be some positive reaction from the power play.
One thing I noticed too, like this is just kind of random, but when I was at the game last night, I kind of
that's
was
right, you were
keeping a
there.
little tally in my head. I'm
Were you
pretty
last night?
sure, I'm pretty sure, you guys, that the Canucks didn't win a single face-off in the offensive zone when they were on the power play. That's a problem. I mean, obviously that's going to come. You're going to win, you're going to lose some, but I mean that's a big part of having a power play that can convert.
Well, from an analytical standpoint, I'd love to know how many points a PP or a penalty kill goes up by having a winning face-off percentage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it's 46% versus 53%, I would be curious to know what the success rate of both special teams units are. So I have no doubt that it would be significantly higher.
Mm-hmm.
It's just frustrating because like they have worked on a lot of stuff, and I mean it's visually pleasing because it looks like things are going on, but they just can't get it in the net. Whether it's they're just not getting traffic properly or they're just not cycling down low. Like it just seems like everything feels rushed when the ultimate chance should be coming, and then they're just trying to get it to the guys that you're expecting to shoot. Well, we know who can shoot, but make it different. Like if you have to just move around, like you have to be moving, and they don't move.
It's
Like,
funny,
no.
right?
Things.
There's a lot of upheaval I find on Twitter about like Chason being out there
Mm-hmm.
on the power play unit, but I mean,
I don't mind.
the power play looks better when he's on it, and he's a legit net front presence. And if I'm thinking like you are, Ryan, that so much effort needs to go into getting that perfect shot opportunity. Brady, you probably saw this when you were at the game. It's like they were working so hard to set one of these two shooters up, right? It's usually the ones I'm like, it's a point shot that just gets through from Quinn, right? That's either deflected or just as a seeing eye shot.
Yeah.
Or it's an ugly, greasy one down low. I mean, there's been some nice like bow short side tap ins and stuff where they kind of go in from behind the net, but those are the kind of ones we need the bumper, right? Like, I think if you can get back to scoring and just being successful, just being greasy, I think those shots that you're talking about, Ryan, where you're looking for the one, are going to start to open themselves up more often.
And it is those greasy goals. I think it's just, I mean, I hate to use the term like Don Cherry, just get the puck on net, like just, throw it at the net, see what happens. But they're trying to have clean shots. And I think they just need to trust, like, just start winging away. And you're felling some guys and just taking out legs for the first couple shots. And then, whether it's a broken stick or a guy out of position. And then, you can make those moves when you're starting to score. You can start getting cute and start making those crisp, one-time passes. But until then, just shoot. Like, again, I brought up Radim Verbata earlier on the show. But, I mean, that was the one thing. Like, remember those first couple of games? Like, he just shoots. That's it.
Him and Vanek, right?
Yeah, and exactly. Vanek was the other guy. I'm like, they just shoot. Like, they don't ask questions. They just shoot. And it started to work. I'm thinking, well, imagine what happens if you start doing other stuff. And that's what they need to get back to. Like I said, Ekman Larsson, just start hammering away, man. Like, I bet he could score 3 goals this week if they give him the opportunity to just like clap it. Maybe it goes in off a deflection or off a leg or something, like, who knows? But just start clapping them, because if you're going to rely on the obvious targets, Pettersson and Besser, and I guess everyone hopes Bo gets like his tap-ins, or JT Miller, like, you have defensemen that can score, that are proven goal scorers, and especially a guy that you should start, showcasing him of what the reason that you did go after him and why you've been pining for him for the last 2 seasons. Like, put him on blast, man. Like, see what he can do, because I mean, I've enjoyed what he's had to do out there. It's just it hasn't translated on the score sheet for the team, just in general. So, like, make one guy that guy, and then you're right. I think everything else just kind of falls into place at that point, because they're not playing, like, they're playing pretty fun looking hockey. It's just the score doesn't look exciting. You know what
Yeah,
I
they
mean?
haven't been able to finish like at all, and I think that's what is the good thing right now, though, is kind of where we're sitting at is the fact that like our stars aren't going right now. Like our power
No.
play isn't going right now. Our penalty
No.
kill isn't great right now. So when we can finally get the ball rolling on that, I think we're looking pretty good.
Yeah. I think that's about it. Apparently Ted's mic died. He's giving me the uh-oh guys look, and like he just like might have pooped my pants or my
Just-
mic's died.
He's just up and left. He's just had enough.
Like screw it, just exactly. Like, you know what? I'm done. This has been a good venture for us. See ya. I'm done. Brady, any final words for yourself?
No, man. I'm looking forward to the game on Friday. I might check it out live. So if I do, I'll have a nice report for us next week.
How are you getting these tickets?
I'm just I'm a lucky man. I'm a lucky man.
Like, I mean,
There you go. I can hear you guys now.
Hey, welcome back. Thank you. Breaker
Just-
19.
just-
We got Ted
Just
on
in
them.
time.
Have you guys seen that? Always reminds me of like the breaker thing, where it's like they're talking about like learning English as a second language or whatever, and it's like the Coast Guard, and there's a ship out on the water and it's sinking, and he's like, "Mayday, mayday, we're sinking, and it's like this German guy that's taking the message, and he's like, "What are you thinking about?" Oh man, it's just like, yeah, I'll have to send it to you. It's one of my favorites.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Final words from you, sir.
For me, I mean, I'm hoping. I think we talked a little bit about it earlier. I'm hoping this is the game that maybe starts to galvanize this team a little bit. I feel like, I mean, we outshot them pretty heavily this game. I know that there was a lot going on. They were trying to play a little bit of fire wagon hockey. There were some awful giveaways, right? I mean, the Pullman missed coverage, the Quinn Hughes skate back. I mean, Tyler Myers is the same height as everybody else when he's lying on his tummy.
True.
I see some of the ugliness that still happens, but they were out there skating this week, right? They had their legs.
Mm-hmm.
They were out there pushing. I felt even when we were down 2-0, I felt like the game wasn't out of reach, which is really strange. I haven't felt that for a while. It felt like at any moment, Shesterkin's going to let one of these goals in and it's a different game. And so it seemed like they were much more engaged. And I would just like to continue to see that moving forward. And if win or loss, if we're seeing them out there moving, if we're seeing them out there with this like Connor Garland level infectiousness of moving around and getting going, and the resolve is there that these guys are just bringing the effort level every night, I'll be okay with some losses and I'll be okay with some bad giveaways and stuff like that. I just want to see it every night because I feel like there was too many games on this homestand where we didn't see it, and only a few spurts of games during the recent road trip where we did see it. So that's all I want to see, because this was a night where I think I can send some praise out. And when you have an elite goaltender, and Thatcher Demko is elite. I don't care what
What's
anybody
the definition
says.
of elite again, Ted?
Oh god.
Elite, top goaltenders in this league, period. I really think that, right? I think that this guy he has the ability to be a top 5 goaltender in this league, maybe better.
Is
could win a
he?
Vezina.
Is he a top 5 goaltender?
I mean, he's playing like it right now. He really is. I haven't seen a soft goal from him all season.
Because that's our poll question.
Oh, well, there you go. So I feel like let's not waste this, right? Let's just make sure that the Canucks are bringing the effort every night, and I'll be happy, and I think a lot of fans will too, and I think that'll help many people turn the corners, and we can start getting away from this, Benning bro or negative Nancy bullshit. I think a hardworking team that's winning some honest games and even losing some too, I think the fans are going to be a lot more. They're going to be a lot more engaged with that, and that's all I want to see.
I love it. Way to be the voice of reason to Canucks Nation. Thank you, Ted. This has been great, guys. This has been a lot of fun. Brady, welcome back to the show.
Good to be back.
Good to see you. It's good to have you here. Maybe go to a few more Canucks games, brag about that. Enjoy your time in the Lower Mainland, because one day you never know.
Did you guys know Brady was at a Canucks game yesterday?
I heard that. He kept telling me about it, and I wasn't sure if that was true or not. So
I can't wait to listen to this back and hear how many times I said that.
10. I should have a counter next time. Like ding, ding.
Yeah.
So anyway, this has been the PP1 podcast. I'm joined with my bros, my boys, BK Ursel, Bob Sun. We got Teddy Wong, as he calls himself on his little bar there. with a breaker 19 mic. Go in the headset. Love it.
Roger.
Roger that. I'm Ryan. You know me. I'm here too. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you manage to watch us, I'm going to repost this so that I make sure that you watch us, because you need to be force fed the PP1 podcast, because we're amazing. Boys, exactly. Next time, it's going to be fun. Chop it up. Let's eat that. Peace out.
Peace out.